Hey guys, welcome back to the Charm Prairie. My name is Megan. Today, I wanted to talk about monthly meal planning. And I have a nice screechy little girl here who I need to draw her hands. No, not for you. Energy juice, not for the toddler. I want to talk to you about monthly meal planning. Disclaimer, I don't do it. Never have. It's something that I have wanted to do. That like off goal in the distance, like monthly meal planning. That sounds nice. Well, I never have. Partly because I hate meal planning. It kind of gives me a lot of anxiety. I kind of really suck at it. So what I do instead, so that I'm not like crazy about not wanting, like not having anything planned for dinner, I always have ingredients and I always have like ideas. So I go to the grocery store at least once a week on a normal basis, and I'll kind of have ideas, things we want to eat, food that we have, so what can we make, you know, that kind of thing. So kind of putting meals together. But besides that, what I always do is have ingredients on hand. So I have all of the categories that I always have stuff in, or try to, and that way I can always make some sort of balanced meal. So I always have, you know, my meat category, the meats I have, my vegetables, whether they're fresh, frozen, canned, grains, beans, pastas, sauces, condiments, baking things, all of the things I need for baking, oils, sugar, yeast, flours, all the different flours, all the different things. I try to have a stocked pantry so then I can just throw meals together from that. I'm kind of a wing it girl. So I will look in my fridge, I'll see what we have, what we need to use up, that kind of thing, and then I just throw it together. I know what kind of like flavors that we like, what flavors we like to mix together, what my family will eat, and so I just throw it all together. There you go. I'm not a recipe girl. I will look at recipes mostly to see what other people put in their thing and then decide what I would put in that thing. So that is a lot of talking to go back to monthly meal planning, because as we all know, the world has gone crazy. It's fallen apart. Things are crazy now. And it is suggested that we need to be staying out of the grocery stores. Like, no more shopping for fun. It's, you get down to business, you get in, you get out, you get your stuff. I get it. We need to be safe. We need to make sure we're having the workers be safe, that other customers are being safe. I get it. That being said, suddenly my future distant goal of wanting to monthly meal plan has suddenly become a reality. And I didn't realize it until I looked on the calendar. Who looks on a calendar anymore, by the way? I don't. I looked on the calendar and realized I hadn't been to town for 3 weeks to go grocery shopping. We were fine. We're fine. I have out of the pantry, freezer, we still had vegetables, no scurvy happening. We were okay, but it was time. And I decided that if I'm gonna take the time to go to my big town, do my orders, that I need to do like a month's worth of groceries so that I don't have to worry about it, because honestly, it was kind of a lot of work. It was kind of, yeah. I don't have to worry about it for a month. I can stay out of the stores. I don't have to add to the chaos. If I don't have to, then that's a good thing, because I can make way for people who need to get out. So, monthly meal planning, here we go. So, I didn't show you like all the things I got, but I'm gonna talk about some of why I got things that I did and how I'm planning on implementing those things throughout the month. I'm probably gonna do some sort of like Target shipment order of some pantry things if we need them halfway through the month, there's some things that I need. I'm actually grain free, so I can't eat all the same things that my family does, so I'm gonna need to order some specific things for me and whatever random things we need in the month. I also did an Azure order. If you don't know about Azure Standard, it's an awesome, I'm not sure if it would be a co-op, but you order it and there's like drops all across the country. And you find a drop near you, you order, pick it up when it gets dropped off. It comes once a month. A lot of organic, natural, whole grain foods from there. So I was able to get some stuff from there, which is awesome because they've been crazy like the rest of us, like sold out on a lot of stuff. I tried to order last month and it was just kind of like, why bother? I'm not gonna get the stuff I needed. This month I was actually able to get some stuff. So that was wonderful. So those are kind of where I'm sitting for now. So I, again, just made sure that we had good stock up in each of my categories. So my dairy, I made sure that we got all the dairy, and it's really good to know things that freeze. I got all of my milk for the month. Now our family, we only go through about 4 gallons of milk, so like 1 gallon a week because we just don't drink it that much. We eat it in oatmeal and that's about it. I actually don't do a lot of dairy myself, so I don't contribute to that. So even though we're a larger family, we don't go through much milk at all. And so I got all the milk that we needed, and I will just put the 3 gallons that are not gonna be used in the freezer. That'll be fine. So if our milk goes longer than a week, it's fine. Also, things like butter. I got giant bags of cheese from Sam's. I'm gonna split those in half and freeze what we're not gonna use. All that stuff so that nothing is going bad on me and I can use it at our own pace. So I made sure that we had enough fresh veggies to get us through now and then also later. So I got, oh nice. I got like an extra 10 pounds of carrots because those I know I can store them in my garage and they're gonna keep for a while, and that way all month my kids will have fresh carrot sticks to have for lunches and stuff, so they're still getting fresh veggies, and so those aren't gonna go bad. Like we're gonna like binge eat the grapes right now, obviously, but there'll still be fresh stuff like apples. So that's kind of where I think as far as like meal planning goes. Ingredients are the best. I didn't buy a lot or any like boxed items or pre-made items. I got ingredients so that if my kids want a treat, we will make cookies. We don't need to buy pre-made ones. Or I didn't buy granola bars because I have an amazing granola bar recipe. I'll link it above. Super easy, 3 ingredients only. My kids love it. So when they need something like that, I'll whip it up. I'll make them granola bars. Other things that you want to make sure that you're not running through your food really quickly. So I did not get any cereal because the amount of cereal that we would need to feed us is a lot, and the amount of milk we would go through would be a lot. We'd like drain through what I bought in like the first week. Well, that's not practical if you're trying to only shop once a month. So what our family eats a lot of is oatmeal. My husband is like, his morning does not start with oatmeal. His morning ain't starting at all. I mean, it's like, I don't know. He lives upon it. I mean, it's like magical for him or something. It's not the same for me. My body doesn't like it, so I don't understand the magical feeling he gets from oatmeal, but apparently he does. So we eat a lot of oatmeal. It's really filling. But if my kids start feeling the monotony and mundaneness of eating oatmeal every day, I shake it up and I'll make waffles, pancakes, even an egg bake. Try to throw something in, especially on the weekends. I try not to cook try not to cook any oatmeal on the weekends so that it's special. So I'll do stuff like that to make it more exciting, and that all comes from pantry items. So now that I've talked long enough, you're probably like, get on with business. Now that I talked long enough, I'm gonna kind of show you some of my food and talk about how I'm gonna preserve it and how I'm gonna use it for the next month. And hopefully it will inspire you to maybe do the same or get some ideas on how to take care of your food now that you have it, or just whatnot. It's crazy to think that we have to be cautious now going to the store, or not go every week, or go every 2 weeks and stock up, or once a month. But I guess this is how things are right now, and so it's good to be safe and roll with it, but always make sure that your family has what they need. Okay, so here's my big drain full of some of my fresh stuff. Now guys, I am disinfecting my groceries when they come in. All of my produce, I filled my sink up with water, and I looked up what the proportions are for adding bleach to it, since unfortunately they say that vinegar does not kill the virus. So in my large sink, I put 4 teaspoons of bleach, which it says to wash. I looked up, to wash produce, they say it's like 2 teaspoons per gallon. So in my big sink, I put 4. So, and then I just rinse everything really, really well. And I feel pretty confident that my stuff is clean. So what I do with my carrots, and I've done a video on this as well, I will cut up all of these carrots. I will peel them. This is 5-pound carrots, or 10 pounds, maybe it's 10 pounds, whatever the big bag from Sam's is. I will peel all of these, and I will cut them all up, and I will make them into carrot sticks, and they last just like that for a long time. And so my kids will eat them, I will eat them, and then they're just already ready to chop up for salad or to throw in cooking, and it's really easy. I'm a huge advocate on making sure you get your food into its most usable form. So when you buy a ton of veggies and stuff like this, if you prep them, take the time to prep them, then you will eat them. So that's what I will do with those. Obviously, the apples we're just gonna keep for snacks. These Brussels sprouts, I will cut up and get ready as well. Same thing I do with celery sticks. I do the exact same thing as I do with the carrots. I will cut and trim these, just barely cut off the ends, cut them up so they're ready for when my kids want to eat, like ants on a log, or when I want to snack on them, or then they're really quick. They're already washed, ready to go to cut up for meals. I actually do this exact same thing with asparagus. I will just trim the ends, cut this into like cooking lengths, and put them in a container, and they will keep for a while just like that. So I'll eat them because it's way easier to eat something that's ready to go than when all of this stuff is in a package and you're like, gosh, that looks like a lot of work. And then you just don't get to them, and then they get old and slimy. And then you feel really bad because you wasted all those veggies. Here are actually the granola bars that I have made, and like this is only what's left. I had made a double batch, and this was like double layered here. So I just keep them in a pan like this. I keep them on the counter, and then when my kids are hungry, they'll be like, hey, can we have a granola bar? And I'm like, sure. And those are ready to go. And they're so easy to whip up. It takes like just a couple minutes to get them ready and prepped, and then you have them, and they're great. And they have simple ingredients, and I don't feel bad letting my kid just eat a ton of them, because they, even though they taste really decadent, and this is all the chocolate chips that are on them. It's hardly any, but the kids love them. Here's a sneak peek of my fridge now that it is full with our monthly groceries. This is what we had left for carrots. So this is what I do. I just put them in a container. And look, these are over a week old and they're still crisp. They're not slimy. They're not dried out. They are great. And I find that I snack on them a lot, and so do my kids. And that's a great way to be getting fresh veggies in without always going to the grocery store. So I am going to split these bags of cheese. I got these big ones from Sam's. So I will have maybe like several bags of these, so I can have just one bag in the fridge and the rest in the freezer. That's why I get shredded cheese instead of block cheese. It's easy and it freezes so nice. Because when you have demanding people like that, you need to have stuff that does not take a lot of time. Also, my butter, all of this stuff has just got put in here last night, and I still need to like put it places. So I'm gonna put my extra butter in the freezer, and that way it lasts forever, and it will last forever here in the fridge too, but then it just gets it out of the fridge. Other things that I will freeze are, this is a 2-pack from Sam's. So I just took the 1 pack and I've already thrown that in the freezer. That way it will last a long time. Another thing, now I didn't get this from this grocery haul, but this is some cheese that I've had on hand. We like cheese, can't you tell? So my kids all like cheese, especially the baby. It's a really quick little snack. But when I buy cheese sticks, I found they were only eating like half of them and then leaving like half-eaten cheese sticks lying around. You wouldn't always find them. They'd be dried out. It'd be gross. It was really wasteful. And with string cheese, you're basically paying for the convenience. So what I do is when block cheese is on sale, I will buy it and then I will cut it into little thin pieces or cubes, or do like half of this at a time. And then I will just give this as a snack to my kids. It's way cheaper and I don't have as much food waste, which is a huge bonus. Now we're in the freezer, and one of my other huge tips, don't mind the children, they are destroying the house. One of my other tips is I bought one of those huge rolls of hamburger meat at Sam's, and my favorite thing ever, I think I first saw this from Lydia Sin on her channel, but she pre-cooks all of her ground beef so then it's ready to go, and that has changed my life. So I got that huge roll of hamburger beef from Sam's. I wish I would have gotten 2 because they were completely out of all of the chicken I ordered, so that would have been nice, but I'm happy to have this. So I put all that would fit in my Instapot. This was the little bit that was left, and so I'm saving this for making like meatballs and stuff. That's fresh ground, so I just froze that right away. This stuff, then I cooked it, and then I just pre-packaged it into the amount of beef that works for my family for each meal. So I actually do 2 cups of cooked ground beef. Goes good for like my spaghetti sauce, soups, casseroles, chilies, anything that you would add hamburger meat to. And then it's all ready to go. And it's so easy. So now making things with hamburger beef takes like minutes instead of hours to think about. And all of the mess, all that greasy mess is in your Instapot and not splattered all over your stove. I also love to keep, even though we're at home now all the time, I still like having some peanut butter and jellies in the freezer because when I mean, let's be honest, even though we're at home, we're still can run behind and late on stuff. I can just throw these out. I microwave them for like 30 seconds and they're completely ready to go. Also, sometimes my kids, like, 3 o'clock, they're starving and it's not time to make a meal, but you don't want to throw out just a ton of snacks. I'll let them have one of those. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes my kids, whoever wakes up super early in the morning, will eat one of these for breakfast. Okay, cute angle. So while we're still in the freezer, my little trick for making things like sausages and hot dogs or even meat go farther is I have it be like the enhancer of the meal. It isn't the meal. So when I cook up chicken or turkey, I portion it out and freeze most of it, and then this will be added to soup, hot dish, other things that a little bit can be stretched a long ways. If you are like having hamburgers all the time, or everybody has a chicken breast, your meat is gonna run out super fast. So have it be like the flavor element of the stuff you're making. So I make like a potato and egg hot dish for breakfast, and then I will take and like chop up sausages and put in it, and it's super good. It's really easy. Everybody feels like they're getting something, but it stretches the stuff really far. So I hope that some of these food tips and tricks are helpful for you as you're planning out your life and your meals for the next month or so. Thanks for joining me today. Hit the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I would love for you to join me all the time. You guys have a great day.